Good morning, Miss Melissa. So today I'm going to be talking about volleyball. Volleyball is a sport that I'm really passionate about, and this year I was going to try out for the team or try to be, but then all these coronavirus quarantine stuff happened and I never got the chance. But next year I'm trying again. There's really a lot to keep in mind when you're playing volleyball, like on tournaments like real volleyball. To start, we have 6 positions, kind of. And there's the outside hitter, middle defender, opposite setter, second outside hitter or defender, and the libero or the middle defender. When I say libero or middle blocker, it's because libero is a special position because it can only exist in the back part of the how do you say it? It only exists here, and the middle blocker usually only exists here. So what I'm trying to say with this is that the middle blocker, there are 2 middle blockers, or they can be 2. So a middle blocker is here, starts here usually, like I put it in here. Then, because I need to explain this first, okay. There are 6 positions, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But all the players move in the opposite direction. So players move from here to here to here to here to here to here. So we start with a middle defender and with a libero in the in the match. So when the middle blocker passes onto this side, the libero is going to pass onto this side because middle blockers and liberos are always in the opposite extreme of the court. So the middle blocker will pass onto here. And here's the thing, when the libero pass ups, there's a change. And the second middle blocker or the first middle blocker enters again in here. So there's only actually one rotation on where there are going to be 2 middle blockers on the court. When the middle passes to here, and the libero is replaced by the second middle blocker on here, up front. But then, when that rotation finishes, the libero replaces the middle blocker again, and it repeats. Libero, middle, and again. This happens with the outside hitter. There's 2 outside hitters on the court. The outside hitter, the first one, that is the one that is going to be blocking and spiking, and the second one that will going to be mostly defending all of the time, except when the setter puts out a ball, on when the second outside hitter will jump behind the 3rd meter line, which is this one. So the second outside hitter, in order to spike in this position, it needs to jump before this line. The other 3 attackers, the outside, the middle, and the opposite, can spike, or will actually have to spike beneath this line, like up front. So this is a little bit less complicated than the middle libero relationship, because they're only just changing to rotating as all the other players. So this is a comparison. I wanted to explain this also. You see that the outside hitter natural position is going to be number 4. The middle blocker natural position is going to be 3, the opposite 2, the setter 1, the second outside hitter 6, and the libero 5. There are different rotations, and as I said, they all go on the opposite direction, but they always return to their natural position, or almost always. So it's actually when the first touch is made and the other team goes, all the positions, like for example, let's say the opposite hitter is on 4, the opposite hitter is on 4, and the outside hitter is on 2. The first spike, if it's going the opposite hitter to hit, it will hit on 4, but then it will change with the outside hitter, and the opposite will move onto 2, and the outside hitter will move onto 4, and to all the natural positions until a point is made and they need to become again. Every point is, so let's say this team makes a point against the others, they rotate this one here, then they keep scoring points, they maintain it, but as long as they lose the point streak, there's the chance. When they lose the point streak, yes, they still stay the same. But if they gain the point after they lose it, they move again. And that's how the rotation works on volleyball. I'm not trying to get so more specific because it will be confusing also for me, because I'm still trying to learn all these things. But this is like the basic stuff. So, and also I wanted to talk a little bit about positions. Most people say that the setter is the most important position in volleyball. It's true that like the setter is like the lead from all the positions. And because by just seeing where the setter is, the whole other team has to know where they are going to be positioned. I said that the middle and the libero are going to be like on opposite sides of the court. Well, it also works for the outside hitter too. So the opposite is the opposite of the setter. The middle blocker is the opposite of the libero, and the outside hitter is the opposite of the second outside hitter. So they have to be on different parts of the court when they're going to play. If not, there is a technicality error and there's a losing point. That's why learning these tactics, I would say, I cannot remember the name, is important. And there's a lot. There's the 6-0, the 5-1, 5 spikers and 1 setter. There's the 6-2, where there are 2 setters but everyone can spike also, and the 4-2, where there's 2 specific setters that will not spike, and 4 specific spikers like the outside hitter, the middle blocker, and the opposite that will spike. And I will say that I leave it until here because that's more or less all I know about volleyball right now. So yeah, thanks and goodbye.